How often do you wake up with loads of energy raring to go? And how many times a week do you get up before your alarm without hitting the snooze button? There's nothing worse than going to bed early and still feeling tired the next day. And there may be lots of reasons that are affecting how tired you feel. And you probably have some bad habits that are stealing all of your energy. So in this video, we'll look at 5 of the best tips that you should do, which will help you wake up, feel energized and ready to take on the day. My name is Sarah Jeffries. I'm a registered nurse with experience in ER nursing, education and sleep therapy. Number 5, drink water. It's really important that you hydrate yourself first thing in the morning, because after 6 to 8 hours of being asleep without water, you're naturally a little bit dehydrated and this causes fatigue. Every single day before I go to sleep, I put a glass of water on my bedside table. That way when I wake up in the morning, I can start to drink straight away. The goal is to rehydrate your body and your mind as fast as possible to replace the water that you missed during the hours that you were asleep. So often when people feel tired, whether it be in the morning or the afternoon, what they really need is more water, not more caffeine. Number 4, get some blood flowing. Get some light exercise as soon as you wake up. When you exercise, the brain releases endorphins, which make you feel good and also helps the body deliver extra oxygen to your organs and your tissues, which makes you feel even more awake. Even if you think you're too tired to do anything, get up, walk around. Just after a few minutes, you'll feel energy that wasn't there before. This video is for educational purposes only and not a replacement for medical advice or treatment. I'm not like Dr. Mike, I can't prescribe the happy pills. Number 3, stop pressing the snooze on your alarm. When you hit snooze, you're not really getting more sleep. It doesn't make you feel better about waking up. It actually does nothing beneficial for you. Every single time you hit the snooze button, if you do doze back off to sleep and then your alarm wakes you up again 10-20 minutes later, you'll feel worse. And that's because our sleep consists of 90 to 110 minutes sleep cycles. So when you do fall back to sleep for such a short amount of time and your alarm wakes you up again in the middle of a sleep cycle, it leaves you feeling even more tired and sluggish. What you can try is an app that tracks your sleep phases, and these apps work by tracking your movements during the night, and then when your alarm does go off at the end of a sleep cycle, you wake up feeling much more energetic than waking up in the middle of a REM phase. REM stands for rapid eye movement. This is why if you've ever woken up before your alarm and you felt wide awake, it's great because you're at the end of a sleep cycle and you've naturally woke up, which is what you're supposed to do. But then sometimes you'll think, yes, I've got 20 more minutes in bed, and then you wait for your alarm to go off again 20 minutes later and you actually feel worse because it's woken you up in the middle of a sleep cycle. Number 2, get enough sleep. Adults need about 8 hours of sleep every day for our body to function properly. And this may sound a bit silly, and you probably already know this, but we tend to regularly sleep either too much or too little. And one of the reasons this happens is because we have an inconsistent sleep schedule. One day you might be going to bed at 10 o'clock, the next you might be going to bed at midnight, 1 o'clock, and you think it's only a few hours, it's not going to have a difference, but it actually does. You should go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. And this way your body gets into the rhythm and you can wake up naturally at the end of the sleep cycle every single day. Before I tell you the most helpful tip, I'd love to know any tips that you use for a good night's sleep. Let me know in the comments down below. I do reply to all of them. And the last tip, number 1, is avoid screens before bed. You've heard this time and time again, I'm sure, but your TV, your smartphone, your computer screen all produce an artificial blue light. Now, the problem with this blue light in the evening is that it tricks your body into thinking that it's actually daytime. Your brain can't tell the difference. When it gets darker outside, your body naturally produces a sleep hormone called melatonin. And since the artificial light blocks that melatonin production, this really messes your sleep pattern up, and your body doesn't send signals to your cells to release that all-important melatonin. For those of you who absolutely can't do without your phone or computer before bed, there is a solution for this blue light problem. There are apps that you can install on your phone. What they do is block most of the artificial blue light by making the screen more orange. iPhones also have like this nighttime button that you can use. And you can also use these. These are blue light blocking glasses, which work pretty well for the TV. Wonder what would happen if you didn't get sleep for 11 days? Click here where I tell you all about it.